Hi, this is Lois in real life. So today I'm going to do like a part 2 of the organizational chit chat. Reason I'm doing these is just because I'm such a visual person that when I see how somebody else does something, it's like, I never thought of that. And so, you know, it kind of just gives you some ideas. And that's why I'm doing these couple of these videos, to kind of give you maybe some ideas that you didn't think of that work really well. Or, you know, I may say something that, oh yeah, no, this didn't work. So anyways, so we're going to talk today about, I'm in the bedroom. I did the kitchen and the pantry in the first one that you saw last week. But this one is, I'm in the bedroom and I just got rid of a bunch of stuff. So it's not just organizational, but it's also, I'm not going to say I'm a minimalist, because I'm not. I have stuff, but I'm minimizing. I'm minimizing a lot of stuff. So getting rid of stuff that I'm just not going to use. I haven't used it for a couple of years since we moved here. So I might as well just get rid of it. So the first thing I'm going to show you is, okay, so this is my bedroom, and it's not a big bedroom at all. I just sleep in a bedroom and I get dressed in a bedroom. I do not need a big room. So this worked out really well. Technically the master bedroom of this house is upstairs. And, you know, I thought, I came from a ranch and I prefer the ranch type. For me, you know, just living on the one floor when it's just my husband and I, so it works really well, because then when the kids come, they can stay upstairs and we're down here. So, but I needed more space down here. And because this is a small bedroom, I didn't have room to put anything, but I was not going to give up my king size bed. So what I did was I kept the king size bed. And when I was looking for a new bed, because we were getting the actual bed itself, because the lady wanted the bed from our house, she kept it. And so I started looking. I thought, okay, how can I organize well? So I'm going to show you the magic of this bed. And it's king size, so it's big. And so underneath, we always think of store it underneath. Well, this one stores it, and it's heavy. Okay. Ta-da! And I do want to apologize. I know it gets dark and my face is kind of, and the light's behind me, and I apologize for that. But anyways, it's the only way I know how to do it. And I don't have one of those really cool lights and everything yet, until I'm sure this is going to really go well. So anyways, underneath here is all my extra stuff. Okay, so I've got rice and beans, and the orange is like a vegan taco meat that my husband likes. I don't care for. But and oats and all extra you know, spices that I just don't have room for, so I've got them in a box, all nice and you know, organized up here. But as you can see, back in this back corner, kind of a L shape, it's all black. That was all packed to the brim, to the top of where you can, you know, bring it up to, with stuff. And I got rid of it. It was clothes and hair stuff, and I mean, it was just some old pillows. I might need that. No, I haven't used it for over 2 years. I'm just going to get rid of it. And so that is what, so I have all this extra room. So if I need it for something, if I find a good deal on something, which I do watch for good deals, like I said, I buy in bulk, and then I have a food saver, and I take all the air out, and that's how I, you know, have my rice and my beans, and that's how I can keep them for a long, long time. So anyways, that's what we have under here. And so, and then easy, you just pull it down and you tuck in the strap. Voila. You would never even know I have all that stuff in here. All right, so now we've kind of swung around. My husband actually took the camera out onto the porch, which I will be showing you in a moment. And so you can see my closet. So I'm going to try to speak up, because it's far enough away that, you know, so you might hear a difference in my voice. But anyway, so this is my closet. As you can see, not a big room, so I really didn't have a space for a dresser. And so this is my closet. He built me a dresser, which God love him, I absolutely love, and some shelving. And so as you can see, I just have a real small bar at the side for long stuff. I have, you know, a couple dresses, his suit, that type of thing over there, a robe. And then anytime I have a spot, and when he comes back in here, I'll show you, if there's a spot that you can hang a hook, hang a hook. And, you know, put something on it. Like I have hats, and we'll show you that when he comes back in. And then, because he's going to come back in and get you a better view. But then I've got two rods here, and then at the bottom there's my dog's dog bed. That's where she sleeps. So when we built it, we weren't thinking that, you know, maybe we should do something different, but it works because if we ever take it out, we'll still have that rod area. Okay, so we brought it back in here and got you a little bit closer so you can see. As you can see, I have my sweaters in here so you don't get those, you know, they're not hanging, so you don't get those bumps on your shoulder. But as you can see, I was telling you that I have the hooks, and so we just put our hats in here. You know, at first I thought, what am I, you know, why don't you build me a shelf for in there? I thought, oh, wait, no. He hadn't built a shelf in there, and he said he could add one for me. But then I thought, wait, if I put hooks on the wall, I can just hang my hats. So living at the lake, you want to wear, you know, sun protection at all times, more than just even because I always, every day wear sunscreen. Well, when I'm outside, we want hats. And so, and then, so the drawers, which are fabulous. Now, I try to keep this clean because we put our phones over here at night. And, you know, if you want to throw something up there during, you know, at nighttime while you're whatever. So I try not to keep anything there. But these are wonderful. Look at how big they are. I mean, they're huge. And they're, you know, they're just, they come all the way out. When he built it to come all the way out. And so I have 3 small. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep. They're all the same size, you know, square wise, but, and the top one and the bottom one are my husband's, and the rest are maybe mine, but they work wonderful. And one thing I thought was a thought for myself was, this is a dryer sheet. I do not use dryer sheets because I don't want that on my clothes, but I like the smell of the dryer sheets. So I just stick them in the drawer down in here, and it just kind of gives everything in there that smell. And I change them every 3-4 months. I mean, I've even gone as much as 6 months. But yeah, and it works really, really well. And then like with this, remember I was telling you I had got rid of a lot. You saw I got rid of a lot down underneath my bed. And so like this particular drawer, this was beyond packed. I mean, there was not a spot. Plus these 2 pairs of pants were somewhere else. So I mean, I have tons of room down in here for, well, not more. I shouldn't be buying more because I don't need any more. That's the point. And but these are all my pants, and I just roll them up. And that's another thing, is trying to always think of, okay, how can I roll it, fold it, you know, to take up less room. And so this is my pants, and I know, right, like capris on this side, pants on this side, and sweatpants in the middle. So you know, right, what, you know, what everything is. And again, I have the smelly thing in there, so they smell so nice and fresh. And so that is how I keep this nice and organized. So I told you I would bring you out onto the sun porch and show you the stuff I got rid of. I got rid of 2 big bags here are for Salvation Army. This is stuff I know that nobody's going to want of my family. And so those are in a bag. And then I have a big box here. This is stuff I'm going to go ahead and ask, you know, my daughter and if anybody else wants these things, because there's nothing wrong with them. Not that I'm trying to pawn my stuff off on them, but I know, like, I have a person here I know my daughter wants, you know, would like, and stuff like that. So that is going. The ottoman is not. It goes with my couch. And then I have one thing I did, and I always do, is I always put a T on it when I'm decluttering, so that I know this is trash. So this is clothes that we realized had like little holes in it. Like my husband had a shirt that had worn out all the way back in here. There was just, it was almost completely a big hole. So, you know, that type of stuff, socks with holes in it, that type of thing. That's what is in this bag. And so that's going to go go to the trash. I try to recycle and, you know, reuse anything that we possibly can, or give to somebody that we think can use it. So, but looking at organization out here, I know it's just one big room. It's a sun porch. So you usually don't have, you know, storage out here, but they definitely didn't. It was just one big room. And so one of the things we have to think about when we're thinking about organization or storage of what I really need, that's what we have to think of. What do I really need? And then that's why we say pare down. Pare down things you're not going to need, because then you know got to find a place to store it. And if you don't have a place, like this house doesn't have places for storage, then that's, you know, that's what we have to really think. So when I was looking for, obviously, a TV stand, I thought, okay, what can I use this for? I other than just the TV stand, what do I really need down here? Now they had some really neat ones out there. I thought, ooh, they got this or they got that. They got ones with the fireplace, the electric fireplace. They looked so pretty. And but I thought, but I really need storage more than I need something cool like that. So what I did was, I thought, what do I need it for? So this was, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this at the time that I bought it, truthfully, but I did think I wanted a place for my files and a place for my printer. And then my DVDs. Okay, I'm a little bit, you know how I am about the soy milk. You learned that one last week. Okay, I was that a little bit that way about DVDs years ago. I haven't bought them in quite a while. But these are all, every one of these are full, as this one is, just about the same of DVDs. This is like one DVD. So each one of these is one DVD. So there's lots of DVDs. There's hundreds of DVDs. But they're ones that we really enjoy. I went through them and got rid of the ones we either didn't like the movie or we didn't think was appropriate. We got rid of those when we moved. You know, those you just kind of tuck away and you don't think much about them when you live there. Well, that's what we did when we moved here. And knowing that we didn't have a lot of space to put things. So I found these baskets on Amazon. And I wanted to tell you, that's where I got the bed, was on Amazon. But anyways, so we put, I put them all in these little jackets, got rid of all the little cases, and put them in here. And so all these are full of DVDs. So because we don't have the best of reception up here sometimes, and sometimes just a good old DVD works really well. So I'm glad I didn't get rid of them, even though we don't watch them all the time. I love my Christian movies. We watch those a lot. We compare them to what the Bible truly says, and did they really do that? And we just went through the Cecil B. DeMille's Moses, and yeah, a lot of that is not what's in the Bible, but it's fun to watch. So anyways, so that is so I call this my office. That not where I'm going to sit and type or whatever. I do that at the kitchen table, but it is the great place to have all my office type stuff. Like I said, printer, files, things you need. But I also realized when I was moving here, I didn't need to keep a lot of stuff. When I started researching, okay, how many years do I need to keep of this? And how many years do I need to keep of, your taxes or whatever? You don't need to keep so many years. I always thought you had to have at least 7 years. You don't. And so start researching those for yourself, because it depends where you live as to, I guess, how long you have to have them. I don't know. I just know that we didn't have to have 7 years worth. I think it was 3 or 4. And so that's all I kept. And then when we get taxes done, I shred the year 4 years or 3 years earlier, and I only keep that in my files. So then I'm not collecting a lot more files. You don't need to keep stuff. Everything is so digital anyway. So, and then as you can see, I have my little friend here. You guys haven't met Boo yet. And so she's my little cat dog. She likes to sit up on the back of sofas and chairs like a cat, but she's just a little Shih Tzu. And she's just being so good. Here, say hi to people. Say hi. Say hi. Can you say hello? Normally you'll hear her. She'll bark or grumble sometimes, but she's such a good baby. We love her. And she's thinking, why are you holding me? Okay, there you go. She can balance herself better than or as good as any cat. Just cracks me up. So anyways, as you can see, I don't like to keep a lot of stuff like in the middle of the room. I like to have that room. I can do what I want. And here is where I'm going to do any kind of stretching or yoga or whatever. And so this is where, I would do that. Now I'm the same way in my living room. I don't like a lot of stuff out in the middle. That's just me. If you have it and you love it, that's great. I don't have a lot of stuff on my walls because, again, I don't want to, to feel like I just feel like the less stuff you have, the less, I don't know, like you just don't feel, I don't feel cumbered, like it's all coming in on me. And so that is why I don't have a lot of stuff on my walls. As you guys, as the time goes on and I do more videos, you'll see more, and you'll see that, I have very few things sitting out. I used to be very much let it sit out. I was very what they used to call country, and maybe I had so much then that it broke me of ever wanting a bunch of stuff. But I think the reason being for me is it makes you feel like it's so open and airy. And I'm not a sentimental. I don't have to keep stuff that's sentimental. If you are a person that likes the sentimental stuff, put it out. Put it out so you can see it. Now I know there's some things, you keep your kid because your kids have papers and whatnot, and you're not going to keep that out, but only keep that for so long. I'm a firm believer that if they have a bunch of stuff, take a picture of it. You can eliminate a lot of clutter with just a picture. And so I was a creative memories consultant for many years, and so put it on the side of the refrigerator, stick your kid next to it, take a picture. You've got all this stuff on the side of your refrigerator and the age that your child was when, they drew it. And then you can get rid of all the stuff that was, the big pieces of paper, especially when they're young, they have big pieces of paper of this or that. And that works really well. And then you've still got your memories, but you don't have all the stuff. Like I said, I am not a minimalist because I have stuff, but I don't keep extra stuff. My granddaughter, who she's just as sweet as can be, her and I were talking, my daughter and I were talking about minimizing some stuff, and Hannah says, well, she wanted to minimize some stuff, and so we went in her room, and then she started looking at the stuff and went, well, I don't know. And I said, well, you don't have to get rid of anything that you play with and you want to keep. If you want to keep it, we won't get rid of it. So let's just look at each thing. So we started with her stuffies, stuffed animals. Don't get me started on stuffed animals because I'm never a stuffed animal person. But anyways, but my grandkids are. And so we started, and I would pull them out of, she had like this nice little basket. It was all contained nicely, but it was like, do you play with this? Yes. Okay, that keep pile. And then we started getting to the stuff at the bottom that was in the back that she just never touched or played with or even cared anything about. And I would say, do you want this? And she went, no, I don't play with that. And I said, okay, then let's put it back here. And then before we put everything back, we'll ask you one more time. We went through all that. She got rid of quite a few, realized she didn't want them. When we went back through and said, now you sure you don't want this? She said, yeah, no, I don't want it. So then when she thought about it and she knew she was going to donate that to some other child, by giving it to either Goodwill or Salvation Army or something. She thought, oh, she felt good about that. And so I'm older, so my kind of stuff is just mainly clothes and kitchen stuff and, home goods. But when you're doing it with your child, letting them know where it's going, who possibly could get it, that makes them feel good. They feel like they're giving it, especially if you give it to an organization that, you're giving it to and a child that doesn't have is going to get it. That makes them feel good. They realize they don't need it or want it, and but some other child will get it and they will enjoy it. So those are always good things to think of. So we just have to think about what is going to be the best, for our kids' rooms, teaching your child to not keep stuff that they don't want is always good. It's just cramming it in the back of the closet isn't really benefiting anybody. So anyways, I just wanted to go over that. I wanted to just kind of talk through it. I know the last one and this one's kind of what I call a chit chat, or a chatty kind of video, but it makes, sometimes when people talk about it and we talk about it, then we realize, oh yeah, I don't need to keep that, or this works, or doing, when I'm looking at what I want to use to organize, I got to look at what am I going to put in there. Those are things that when we talk about those things, that always, works really, really well. So anyways, oh, and I didn't go over my bathroom. I am going to be doing my laundry room. I don't know if I'll go through it with you guys because I don't have a whole lot to get rid of in there. It's just, if I do anything really cool as far as organization, I will show it to you. But as far as, it's mainly just a couple cupboards, and I don't keep a whole lot of stuff. So I don't think that's really going to help you. I know I already did my bathroom, sorry, but mostly it was, my makeup's my makeup. I don't really change that. I mainly wear Mary Kay. My daughter is a Mary Kay person, and I mainly use Mary Kay makeup. Now, when it comes to my skincare and my hair care, I use different stuff, and I am a little bit of a junkie that way, and so I mainly got rid of stuff like that, stuff that wasn't serving me well, and I've had problems with my hair falling out before, and trying to get that under control. And so if you want a video on that, of what I did, what I've used, how it worked, anything like that, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll make a video on that and tell you what I did and what I used and what worked, what didn't work. Even though I threw a lot of it, well, not a lot of it, because I kind of got rid of it as it wasn't working, but some of it away, knowing it wasn't working. I will let you know, because I've spent a lot of money, sad to say, on stuff trying to really repair my hair and get it in good condition. But but if you're interested, let me know, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to hit the notification bell so you know when my videos come out. I put them out every Friday, and I guess that's it for today, and I hope you have a blessed day. Talk to you next week. Bye.